Alright, great. So, I don't know how to feel about this game so far, honestly. Where are you? There we go. I don't know how to feel about this game so far. The driving physics are very solid. The tech is clearly good, like the game looks incredible. This could not have been on the GameCube. There's actually a lot of discourse about this game not having a GameCube version. There are a number of different rumored reasons why, but this definitely looks way too good to have ever been on the GameCube, I think. But I don't really like when games are like super bloated. This sort of feels like we're playing the SSX on tour of racing games, which I feel like it was just a thing at EA, where they just like, their games were all like this after like 2003. Their games really just became all like this. But we have to get all golds. Not gonna beat the game with this silver on burning lap or whatever, so we're gonna have to go back and clean up the things that I didn't get a gold on, in addition to doing new events. Oh shit, I just remembered this. Yeah, getting gold on this is gonna be really hard. I was just not actually able to do that. Yeah, I know someone said yesterday, who's like a Burnout 3 knower in the chat, was like, you don't want to get all golds. Be thankful you're not getting all golds. And well, here we are. Yes, we are getting all golds. But they made it sound like it was going to be a complete nightmare to do. So, but that's the only way to make credits roll. So we're gonna do it. The amount of work I'm gonna put into this game, where the theme is "We are the lazy generation," is, the irony is not lost on me. Yeah, like the good driving physics, it's when you come out of a drift like that is when you're really like, okay, yeah, this game is good actually. You just kind of come out of the drift. There's no bullshit with it. So many racing games are just like, you will spin out trying to drive like this so easily, and this one is not like that at all. And by good racing physics, I do just mean easy racing physics, I guess. But I appreciate that kind of thing. You can just drift around the turns really quickly. Yeah, the traffic seems like it's deterministic. I pointed that out yesterday. I said, like, something about the random traffic, but then also noticed that there was like a bus that was in the same spot. So yeah, I think the traffic is deterministic. So it's just a matter of, for situations like that, just knowing. Of course, if I get to areas earlier, that might affect the cycles and things like that, so. But it is all, I think, learnable. It's really great that I can, to be honest, right now, maybe my opinions will change later, but right now I'm just really thankful that this is a game where you're allowed to retry, you know? Dude, like, what do you want me to do about that? Okay, on that turn, we just gotta go far right. I literally don't think I've ever not crashed into that. That stupid, like, streetcar that just covers the entire street. Yeah, deterministic traffic. That's just always gonna be there. I just have to go way to the right. Why did I do that twice? Like, imagine if I were playing Pro Race Driver right now. Would be sitting through like 6 minutes of console resets because I'm dumb. Just so we're clear, I'm once again operating on like maybe an hour and a half of sleep, so if I suck at the game today, like even harder than I usually suck at games, that's my excuse. I've got the built-in excuse today. The upside to that is that I'm always most productive at like 4 in the morning. I think that's unironically my most productive hour. If I'm awake at 4 in the morning and not feeling dead, I'm about to get shit done. For real. So I got a lot of shit done last night. That's good, but also, yeah. There we go. I'm not sure. Oh no, I think that got me. I think that got me when we were trying to do this yesterday. I think that there's the fact that there's a car just parked on that turn there. I have to remember that as well. Oh, do we just have this? We just have this by a lot. Okay, that was easy. That was easy. That wasn't even close. Yeah, I don't like the bloat of all these weird like point systems that they're throwing at me. I mean, I guess it's just one point system, but the fact that it's constantly like popping different point things at me. I don't really like that kind of thing. Someone said yesterday that it looked like I was playing a mobile game, and it kind of feels like I'm playing a mobile game with like 3 different types of currency. Oh, are we actually doing, okay. Smash through traffic. We're actually doing one of these. I've only done one of these so far. I did one of them yesterday. I think we're getting nothing. I think there's nothing. Yeah, that was terrible. Hey, Ludicrous. It's legit so funny to me that, in that playlist you linked, the guy, he's got playthroughs for like every Xbox racing game. And then there's just Toka Race Driving, or Toka Race Driver, or whatever, where it just says gameplay. Like, all of them say playthrough, and then there's the one that just says gameplay, because it's like, no, he couldn't be bothered to actually beat that one. He beat every game except this one. I don't think that's enough. That's probably not enough. What was it? Was it 290? Yeah, somehow that's not enough. I don't really know how to get more. Like, that kind of just is what it is. Maybe we gotta somehow get both lanes of traffic blocked. Like, I feel like that's just gonna be exactly the same, though. 270, so a little bit better. Oh, no, then we've got the bonuses. We're in there. We're in there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. The fact that it does seem like the traffic is, consistent. So on these, there is, like, a specific correct setup where it's like if you do it this way, you will get the money. What is this? Oh, that's that I just did. Oh, right, no, shit, these, man, these events where you have to get a number of... These ones where you have to get, like, a number of, yeah, you have to... It'll be, like, gold at, yeah, 10 takedowns, silver at 7, etc. I have to somehow get 10 takedowns. These might actually be the worst. I'm really not looking forward to this, because I feel like it's gonna be really annoying. Like, I'm just parked here. I can't get an angle on any of them. Like, I think that's not really... Alright. Nah, I'm just gonna reset. I think I wasted too much time at the start. Kind of wasn't able to get anybody. These seem like they're gonna be really RNG. These, like, will they let me crash them? Like that. Alright, much better start there. Oh no, that didn't give me credit for him, did it? There we go. We're at 9. I was definitely just trying to, like, suicide bomb that guy. There we go. Gold medal. And now we're just chilling. Now we're just chilling. I mean, maybe I should keep trying. Maybe I should keep trying. Extra money apparently unlocks newer cars, which I don't really understand exactly how that's gonna work with. Because, like, it seems like we have, like, certain cars are the only cars that are allowed to be used on certain events. Like, if I do a certain event, can I just, like, make that certain event happen later? I know, but I'm saying, can I, like, I guess I could just do events out of order and then come back to events later. Like, if something's hard to get a gold in, theoretically, I could just ignore that event for a while and then come back later once I've unlocked a better car. Seems weird. That's how it is, but I think that's how it is. kind of wish I didn't have to sit there and look at the crash every time, too. Like, I get it. Wait, what just killed me? Excuse me. How did that count as a crash? That's actually kind of bullshit. Whatever. We got our 10. That's actually kind of bullshit. And I'm checking something. Okay. So like now I've got this awarded for 10 gold medals. Alright. Not sure when I'll ever get to use that car, but hopefully that car lets me win something more easily later. I'm not even really sure. Because, like, the rubber banding in this game is kind of like F-Zero GX levels of rubber banding. So I feel like a better car actually doesn't even matter. I feel like if I do this with a car that sucks, then it's fine. And if you do it with a car that's good, then it's still equally as fine. Like, it doesn't help. Let's see, this is 4-2. This is also 4-2. Hopefully you can restart races, like, in a series. Like, I'd like to be able to restart on the second race in a series. And not like, once you beat the first race, now you've got to actually be good on all of them. I feel like this game's gonna let me restart. This game's gonna be nice with the restarts. Yeah, not much I can do about that. I don't like it here. It means you're constantly fighting people off instead of just like I wanna get into first, and then they can't take it from me because my racing is too clean. I don't want it to be like, you know, even once you take the lead, you're now constantly fighting off advances that are like blatantly cheating. It's just like, I should have passed you forever ago, I haven't made a single mistake, why are you here? I don't know, rubber banding kind of does bother me in racing games. Less so in F-Zero GX, because that game just takes it to such an extreme that it doesn't even like feel... It doesn't even feel like you're playing a racing game in F-Zero GX. It's almost more of like a puzzle game. Trying to figure out how to win these races in that game. So I don't mind it there, but I really do not like obnoxious rubber banding. And this game seems like it might have some of the worst out of anything I've ever played, to be honest with you. Rubber banding is really ridiculous. Like, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit that you have to go through intersections like that. And because of the rubber banding, you have to do it perfect every time. Couldn't get a single takedown that entire race, too. I don't know, I think the issue might be that the car is too light. I think that's what the weight stat's for. Like, cars in this game only have 2 stats, which is insane. Speed and weight. And I think weight is dictating how the other cars are just, like, smacking me around whenever I touch them. You really just completely lose control when one of the other cars touches you in this race, and I think that's because of the weight stat. Alright, yeah, hold up a sec. Okay. Car. We'll get the... Great. I'm in third by a massive amount after one collision, and I'm actually fighting off advances to hold on to third. Really fighting to keep my third here. First and second, nowhere to be found. I don't know, there was that one race yesterday. Where it felt like I couldn't not end up 15 seconds behind, but then they would just, like, the one dude you were racing would just park at the finish line and let you pass them. I don't know what the deal with that was, but I also don't think that reverse rubber banding is even a thing in this game. I think that if they pass you, they just leave, and you just have to restart, so you kind of just have to do all of these races perfectly. I think you kind of just have to be perfect. Okay, there. You just have to really do something ridiculous to get out of that traffic. That's the intersection that keeps getting me. How am I? I'm not even boosting. Why am I a second ahead? It's always a second ahead. I've never achieved that second ahead. It's always just one. Really makes you think. make me want to purchase the hottest new EA games. No. I feel like, honestly, these console challenges have only reaffirmed how the vast majority of EA games have always been bad. I feel justified in my dislike of EA. I'm not sure what the highest rated EA game in all of like GameCube Xbox thing is. I don't think I've ever given an EA game a 5. I've given 4s to Battlefield 2 Modern Combat and to the first Thai game, Thai the Tasmanian Tiger. It's hard to call that an EA game, like it's Chrome. Chrome existed before EA. Chrome continued to exist without EA after Thai, so it kind of is what it is. If you're not going fast enough, you just like can't actually drift. They don't let you do it. I mean my highest rated. In terms of the actual like highest rated on Metacritic, it's probably this. But yeah, so far this is not. This so far, just spoiler alert for whenever we beat this game and I do my wrap up. I don't know, man. It's okay. It's okay so far, but it's super not a 4. This is deeply annoying. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little disappointed. I've only been playing for 2 hours. We'll see. But I am a little disappointed because people have been hyping this game up on the internet for basically my entire life. And it kind of sucks. It sucks in the same way Need for Speed sucks from this era. So I can see how people would just like it. And that these like EA racing games that are just like bloated to hell and back are just not to my taste. But yeah, it's kind of a 3-star at best. I think I just lose now. I think I have to reset. I should have probably, I might just quit. I might just quit out and pick one of the heavier cars. Because I just can't contend. Like, they're just making me crash left and right whenever they catch up to me. I have no ability to bully them off the track. And I kind of need that. Yes, this is the game with the collision events. They've only had me do it twice so far. And honestly, I don't think they're that fun. As a non-7-year-old boy, the whole giant car crash thing means nothing to me. And so it's just like, alright, you mean it's a whole gameplay mode where you just drive for 3 seconds and then sit here and hope that it all lines up somehow? Like, that, I don't know. Yeah, I probably would have liked it as a kid, but adult me very unimpressed. Where the hell is first place? 4 seconds ahead. I don't know. I'm not really looking forward to unlocking more of them. Don't worry, it gets better 30 hours in. Average JRPG enjoyer, shaking hands with average Burnout enjoyer. Yo, am I passing that dude right at the end? Let's go. First place. I don't think anybody's ever told me that about this game. I'm just joking around. People say that about RPGs all the time. To the extent that that's the meme now. It gets good X hours in. Fortunately, I think most people agree with me at this point. If you have to say it gets good X hours in, then it's not worth playing. It better start good. Okay, that car literally just... Can I be honest with you? That dude is on someone's payroll. Did you see him literally just swerve into oncoming traffic in order to hit me? That taxi literally switched lanes across the yellow divider. Like, only I'm supposed to do that. You are a law-abiding citizen. You are supposed to stay on the side of the road. And at Phoenix, the playlist, I gotta check if all the songs are on. This game has like 41 songs in it. I don't know if they're all possible to show up in the shuffle, if some of them are off by default, or if some of them only show up in certain maps. But all of the songs in the game do sound exactly the same. I was joking about it yesterday. This is the one. I can identify this one because it has that, like, synth lead. But the songs are extremely similar sounding. Same kind of guitar tone, same, like, I don't know. Like, this song would be back-to-back on an album with a song about how much he hates high school, you know? It's just like, alright, 30-year-old man. Okay. How much longer is this race? I really wish there was a timer. It bugs me that they don't show you the timer. It really bugs me when racing games try to hide that. I mean, it's not that they're... I don't know, but... They're probably not intentionally trying to hide info from me, but I'd love to know. I can't help but feel like they're obscuring it because they know. They know I'd be watching that clock. Yeah, given that they do split timers by saying you're about a second ahead, I feel like if this game had a timer in the corner, it would just be text that said, it's been like 3 minutes. And then every minute they would just count that up. Oh, I'm 2 seconds ahead. I think that's the first time I've ever been 2 seconds ahead. Let's fucking go. I don't know. I feel like when they don't have the timer, when the timer is not on screen in a racing game, I feel like it serves the same purpose as why there's no windows in a casino. You know? They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know. They're hiding something from me. Okay, it was about 4.5 minutes. Looks like there's no rival system. Cause like, how did that guy only get 3 points there? Someone beat him. Are we going to Europe? I am getting a bunch of cars here for some reason. I guess that's because I unlocked the coupe series, so there's the cars. Except here's another car. A new event on another continent. Nah, it's in Italy. Look at that. It zooms right in on like, where is that? Is that Florence? Hang on. I'm just bullshitting. I have no idea. City locations in Italy. I don't think that's Rome. It's Venice. What? Hang on. Is that true? Where are we going? Yeah, we're going like up there. Mysterious. There's like nothing there. We've just zoomed in on like San Marino or some shit. Well, wait, this car is 5.2. This car is 4.3. Yeah, we're going a 5.2 car. Where's Florence? Where is that? Nah, it's like too... I was right about it being a northern Italy thing, but it's too far west. I do think that I would get way too into GeoGuessr if I ever did get into it. Yeah, I haven't looked at I don't play any of those like map games. No Europa Universalis. I don't know, man. To me, Civilization is a bit like... To me, Civilization got too complicated. I think that if I tried to play a Paradox game, I would actually die. I don't want to do it. I think it would kill me. That's funny. Now that we're in Europe, the billboards are advertising FIFA 2005 instead of PGA Tour. Well, maybe we'll still see PGA Tour billboards. I don't know if there were FIFA ones in America though. There must have been. That would be a really funny detail if they changed the sport they were advertising based on where in the world you are. That would be an excellent meme. It would be so good if they also, like the billboards when you go to Asia, were like the Japanese box arts instead of the US ones on the billboards. That would be the funniest thing. That's the kind of hilarious attention to detail you just know we're not getting from EA. This street looks pretty good. Ow. Yeah, deserved. Honestly deserved. You know, hang on a second. Why are they driving on the right side of the road? That's a good point. Why are they driving on the right side of the road in Italy? Like, no? Is that only a wait. Don't they drive on the left side of the road? Like... Hang on, is that like just a UK thing? Oh. So that they drive on the right side of the road in Italy. Wait. Our right-hand drive. I'm pretty sure they drive on the left in like Australia. Ooh, second place. Restart. Where did that guy... Was that guy ahead of me the whole time? Where did he come from? But like, throughout most of continental Europe, you're telling me they drive on the right like Americans. Kind of shocked to hear that. I just assume that they're doing it different from us. Cause like, of course they are. Next you're gonna tell me that they use Fahrenheit. If you couldn't tell, by the way, this entire stage just has ice physics. Yeah, Ireland as well. Ireland as well. I know. Is left side. Cool. Man, the one thing I liked about this game was the driving physics, and so they've gone and put ice physics over everything now. Great. The song is so out of place with all the other songs in the game. I don't know why this, like, I just don't know why this song is in the game. There's a bunch of, like, 2000s ass rock that sucks. And then there's this song, which I'm pretty sure is from the 70s. Like, at least I can recognize it as different from the others, but... Damn, that was sick. I do sort of have an anti-Ramones thing. Not to just sound like I hate all music, but Um, the one thing I know about either of my parents' taste in music is that my mom really liked the Ramones in like the 70s and 80s or whatever. And so to me, this is mom music. I don't fuck with the Ramones. Yeah, that was easy. I after that turn, I completely escaped. I don't know, they didn't put up a fight after that one, like, big drift. Special event. Yeah, this is one that the servers aren't up for, because it's an EA game. Right, every EA game used custom server software. It's not just the generic Xbox Live implementation. So they have to, like, actually reverse engineer the game. Speaking of, I posted it in Discord this morning at like 6:30 in the morning. I had just gotten done working on tile set for a new map on Lakeside, and I saw this at 6:30 in the morning. That's what I was working on all night. And I saw the Mario Party 4 decompilation is done. Yo, what up, Rio? But yeah, that's pretty cool. That I think that's pretty cool. Mario Party 4. It's gonna be on PC. It's gonna look amazing. It's gonna have good netcode. Hopefully all these things happen. And then they're gonna do 5, 6, and 7. Because those are games that I care about more than 4. Wait, we don't actually want the car that's light for this. This is... Nah, Nintendo won't stop them with a lawsuit. Nintendo has never stopped any decompilation with a lawsuit. I don't know why. Because, like... How do I get out? Is there a way to quit? Or are you just trapped? Oh, okay, this is it. Crash nav. Nah, like Rockstar stopped, Rockstar killed Re3 with lawsuit, or with, like, DMCAs or whatever, right? Rockstar doesn't give a fuck about whether or not it's quote-unquote okay to do decompilations. They're just like, fuck you, DMCA, what are you gonna do about it, bitch? But Nintendo seems to respect the game. I don't know, like, they've never... They're like a dozen fucking successful decompilations of Nintendo games at this point, where you can just get the PC version of the game for free, and they haven't sued a single one. Maybe they're planning for some kind of, like, massacre, some sort of, like, shock and awe tactics where they just DMCA every single one of them at the same time. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying Nintendo lawyers are good. Do not misinterpret this as me caping for Nintendo. I'm merely saying that they seem to not give a shit about decompilations. You know, don't try distributing mod chips for their consoles, or they'll be garnishing your paycheck for the rest of your fucking life. But they'll send you to prison. They'll send stalkers to camp out at your house. They'll do all kinds of shit. Don't even think about it, Switch 2 emulator devs. But you know, decompile SM64 and port it to PC. They seem fine with that. That's been up for years. It's not a secret. How are you not dead? Why am I bouncing off you? I have the heaviest car here. Nah, they have to have learned of this stuff. It makes like the you know, like gaming journalism websites. They always write articles when a decompilation finishes, and like this shit's been out there for years. They definitely know. Where did that car come from? Probably there the whole time. Okay, that guy they should have given me credit for that. Kinda unfair. We're only at 6. We're not getting to, I think I have to get 13. We're not getting to that. No. That's not necessarily true. They nuked AM2R from orbit. That was free, no Patreon or anything. That's of course because they were making their own Metroid 2 remake, so... Oh, I just got the gold. Let's go. Really didn't think I was gonna get that. But I've probably told this story on stream before. I knew a guy in college, because you know, I was in the game dev club in college. We did little game jams every semester. And I knew a guy who made like a crappy, just like little browser game where the player character sprite was just like a picture of, I think it was Piplup. I think it was Piplup for some reason. And somehow Nintendo found his crappy little browser game and DMCA'd it. It was just like hosted on itch.io. Back in the early days of itch.io. And Nintendo found that shit and they DMCA'd it. Yeah, I mean, I know, I do know that ownership of Pokemon is a little bit more complicated than just, like, it was Nintendo. Nintendo did it. Wait, did I only get a silver on that special event? Oh, this is an old event, right, I remember this. Have I played what? At to Matrix 3D. This sucks. Oh, that, yeah, some of the loading screens they're advertising like their own game modes and stuff in the load screens. Like, have you played the Alpine course? Have you have you tried car crash mode? That sort of thing. Car is very fast. Wow. It decelerated really fast there. Going from 200 miles an hour to like 3. No, okay, yeah. Not exactly. So you know, the recompilation thing is a thing. But if you look into it, because, you know, of course the second that was announced, they're like, look, we can now, you know, do a static recompilation of any N64 game. Whoa, it was like announced with a YouTube video. I was like, alright, sick. What's a gamer gotta do to get Rocket Robot on Wheels on PC? So I go look at it. It still requires some pretty extensive decompilation work for each game. It's not just like a plug-and-play tool. There's a lot of work you have to do that's unique to each game to get that tool to work. I think that was, yeah, oof, bronze. Bunch of crashes right at the end. Yeah. Well, is there really no port that exists for that? I do wonder. It might be because of some special rare jank. I know, a lot of N64 games, like practically all of them, use this, like, standard render code that's very well documented and understood. I forget the name of it. It's called, like, it might just be like Ultra 64.h, you know, like one of those, that kind of thing. Lib Ultra, that's what it is. I think most N64 games use Lib Ultra, and that because it's well understood, maybe they're able to port them faster because of that. I'm completely guessing right now. But, yeah, this song is identifiable because female singer. I don't know. That's weird if that doesn't have a port yet, because that is like, the port usually follows pretty soon, I feel like. Damn. 0.15. Perfect. Like, there's Mario, but then there's also Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. There's a Paper Mario 64 port. There's Star Fox 64. Always 64. I don't know why. The N64 community is just full of freaks. Have you driven? City bus. Like, it's never PS1. I'm not sure I've heard of a single PS1 game getting the decompilation PC port treatment. And are there any? Who just crashed me? I just got touched in like the most gentle of ways. They just brushed up against my arm and I'm dead now. It's because the PS1 is perfect, I guess so. It's the only explanation that makes sense. Also, hi Spa. Can you believe that we've somehow convinced Cheebs to go to SGDQ? Literally the Chibi. And to think none of us were gonna go to this one. What the hell just flew over me? PC port of FM would go insane. It would. There is that guy who made FM2 as a fan game on PC. I wonder if his engine, if he could just backport FM1 onto his engine. Wouldn't actually be like a port, but it'd be kind of interesting. Damn. Wait, why am I winning now? Oh, never mind. I mean, I think that a lot of, I think that like GMS has done a lot of actual reverse engineering work on FM over the years. Just as far as like understanding how the RNG works and things like that. I'm pretty sure there are no mysterious combos. That sort of thing would be known by now. Well, that's unfortunate. This is probably pretty close to the end of the race, too. Alright, we still win. Good. Listing card combos for FM. I mean, I think, oh, yeah, I guess that info is not on Pocket Duelist. but it's definitely out there in a better form than thing made by Dad on GameFAQs. Whatever, I'm just riding the walls. Ride the walls and hold down the boost button. Works great. This car kind of can't turn, so... Okay, there we go. This car kind of seems like it can't turn. Cool, not even close, we're perfect. $19 out of $173, huh? Oh. Hang on. I mean, that can't be true, because we're 13% of the way. We're 13% complete. What is 19 divided by 173? That's 10.9, so what? And we've completed 22 out of 173 events, for the record. I guess that's where there are 3 golds. Or there are 3 silvers that are out there that we gotta find and fix at some point. Here's the progress. For what it's worth, that's a lot that are just crash, which might not be that bad. That's a lot that are just crash. In fact, it actually looks like the majority of the game is crash events. Yes, I do have to actually win all of them. Yes, I do have to actually win all of them. Yeah. Crash can take much longer than the races. Oh, I was thinking they were shorter, because all you do is this. You just crash, then you're done. Well, that's no good. Yeah, this took the other Xbox Challenger about 24 hours. It was like high 23s, I think. This is one of those painfully long games. It's a lot lower skill. I'll say that about it. You don't really have to do that much. You just press like one button and you sit there and hope that it works out. Like, there you go. Way easier. Way easier. Way easier than a race where you're constantly being rubber banded on. I don't know, Rory, because here's the thing. I sort of wasn't thinking about this when I had to break a tie for game 65, and I wasn't thinking about it, so I broke the tie in favor of another racing game. So, if I side game this, we're just side gaming it with another racing game, and if that's the case, then I don't know. I don't know that I care. I think I'm just gonna keep playing this. Yeah, I had forgotten. I had forgotten that that meant it was gonna be back-to-back car racing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Someone should have brought it up to me. Someone should have brought it up to me. I'd reverse my decision. I don't think I'm getting a damn thing for this. Okay, no, we got it. That was pretty bad, but we got it. No. That's not what I said at all. No, it's a racing game. It has cars on the box art. Whatever. I might do it anyway, because apparently it's short. I read on the Wikipedia article for that game. That's 65. The Wikipedia article says that it's criminal that they charged full price because it was too short. And has no replay value. So that sounds like it's short. And maybe I'll just play it someday, so that we can have other types of games to side game. I'm getting nothing out of this. That is absolutely nothing. I mean, I'll just remind everyone of what happened in GameCube thing, where we were totally out of racing games by the end, because everyone just votes for racing games. There's no way, right? Now we're in there. Nope, that's just silver. Rip. Man, we need 200. We weren't even close there. Oh, for this I can, but I'm saying if you vote for more racing games after, after this and maximum chase, at that point, it's on you guys. Not even close again. What am I missing here? Maybe they don't. Maybe it's bait. Maybe the ramp is complete bait. Is there an X2 somewhere? I've not seen that. I didn't know that was a thing. Is this X2? No, that's just a silver medal. Oh, off to the left there in the air. Yeah, okay. Okay. Well, same crash, but with the 2x will get us there. Yeah, you can do that in this game. When you're, if you've crashed and you're in midair, you get like insane. You get like insane aerial control where you can just move the car around. $350? There's probably a excuse me, there's probably a 2x in here somewhere then. Yeah, I got a 2x. I don't know where it was, but I got it. I find all the EU flags on the trucks to be kind of funny. Yeah, we're in there. 2x, 426. See what I mean? Like, these are way faster than races. Honestly, the event is shorter than all the shit we have to sit through after the event. Gotta sit through all this garbage every time. Well, the races will get harder too, so... It's only silver? Man, I didn't even know where the 2x was. It just kind of gave it to me somehow. $280 we need. Yeah, that is definitely not it. I see what you gotta... There's that gold back there. You kind of gotta cut to the left of the traffic, maybe. Like, go up on the sidewalk. Are you not getting it? Okay, yeah. I get back on the road to block some people. Maybe this? 178? Yes, good. I mean, that crash is all the way over there. I'm not really sure that's my fault. I'm not really sure that crash is my fault. I didn't hit anybody. Yeah, right. I was literally just thinking that. I was like, we're racking up percentage. It's that part of Yakuza 5. Everything in my brain is Yakuza 5 now, unfortunately. $450,000 we need for this. Well. Nothing at all, huh? Alright. Yes, it does. Oh, is there an X4 there? Okay, well, clearly we need that. I wonder if they'll stack and the X2 and the X4 will make an X8. And then you just need like a relatively smallish crash, but with the X8. Shoot. There's like a truck in my way. I missed the gold and the silver, and that might cost me, but well, let's just see what this is with the X2 and the X4, right? It's not much. Not much at all, but let's just see. I mean, times 2 times 4. If they stack, then we're in there. No, they don't stack. The 4 does just completely replace the 2. They don't even add. Nope. That would make no sense if they added. This guy like blocked me. There's just not that much traffic. I'm not really sure. Maybe, I don't know. There's just not that much traffic here, really. Nope. I think maybe I just have to like go way faster so that I can get there. Like, I think that the traffic that's hitting me when I try to get the things sometimes, I think I have to preempt that. Maybe. That might be it. It's not it. It's still not it. Oh wait, yeah, no, it's not, because that's only gonna get me to like 415, yeah. Nope, still not it. Closer though, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm starting to see what people say, that these can be really shitty, because it just comes down to like figuring out what the developers want you to do. I definitely have to get, because the gold with the X4 is, no, that was still not it. I think silvers are 5,000. So, that would have been an extra 20k, which would have gotten me to 435. It wouldn't have been it. I wonder if I need to go fast enough to hit that. My issue is that I didn't hit those. Oh, hey, we're in there. 556. Why? I don't know. We're in there. I probably could have sat and watched that and understood, but we'll take it. Need that export. Need that export. No, I missed it. No, we're not in there. Restart. Wish I could steer the camera so I could see where I'm aiming that car. I keep missing the 4 because it's just off stream, or it's just off screen. Like, I guess the camera is cinematic or whatever, but like, I can't see. Personally, I can't see, and I like it when I can see. Yeah, I don't really know how, I don't really know how things work with, like when I unlock a car, what does that mean? I don't know, because these events make you use specific types of cars. Yeah, we're way more than in there. We're way more than in there. 774. A new car has been delivered to my garage. Will we ever see this car again? I don't know. Yo, hey Crazy. Dude, grats again on the Dragon Warhammer. I gotta get on that grind. I feel like I have to get one now. Yeah, I haven't got spooned in anything in ages, dude. I think I'm actually way underrate on the number of tomes of fire I've gotten. And that's it. I think I'm the tome of fire guy. I got spooned on those Pharaoh scepters a while back. Did you get your Pharaoh scepter, by the way? Because you got the construction level. I hope you used that one. Did I put that thing in the bank? I actually might not have. I can put that thing in group storage for you. What is Heartbreaker? What is the... Because you're going to want that for the spellbook swap thingy. You don't want the heart. Oh, that's the 0.5. Okay. The MSB, the lack of offensive prayer, the low KC. It's crazy they're getting the drop. I don't know. To be honest, I'm kind of just on perma-tilt when it comes to RuneScape because of the fact that I've done like 60 fucking moons with no drop. I'm kind of on perma-tilt because of that when it comes to getting drops from things. And I get that that's only a little bit more than 3x the drop rate, but also fuck this game. It takes so long to get one pull, and then it's just nothing every single time. I think I might be staying at Wintertodt for 99 fire making at this point. I did get an extreme number of pages, which is good, of course. So at this point, my Tome of Fire has like, I think it's 18,000 charges in it. Which is enough. That's why I started doing fire making. I wanted enough charges that I would never ever run out at Zora. But I could probably go back to Zora at this point. There was like another resource. I'm trying to think of what it was. Oh yeah, it was anti-venoms as well are a problem. Because they require magic roots. Man, what do people do about that normally? What do people do about that normally? I might go back to races after this. It seems like if you're doing races, you unlock more races. And if you're doing... Oh, we want to get up there. That's what we want. And if you're doing the crash events, you get more crash events. You kind of get like... You kind of get stuck on one type of event for a while because you do one and then it just sticks you on the menu with the next one. It's like, oh, don't mind if I do. I don't think I want that boost. I think that boost is bad. Oh, great. Are we getting nothing? Was I too slow and I missed all of the traffic? Yeah. I think I might actually need the boost. We don't need the 2x because we're going to get the 4x in the back. I clipped something that screwed us up. Did I actually get anyone there, though? I think that was still, like, nothing. I got, like, all the buses. That has to be. Maybe this is okay. Maybe this is what you want. How's the mobile game going? It's good. It's good. I'm about to hit my daily cap, but I think I might buy some premium currency so we can keep streaming longer. They're just gonna keep feeding me the crash events until I refuse them. I have to refuse. Is there anything... Let's see, we can see how many golds I'm missing. Like, I'm missing a gold here. Nah, it's just another crash event though. Yeah, there we go. Here's the bronze and silver from before. Gotta clean this stuff up. Dude, I did not know this when I was in your chat yesterday, but it turns out that this game has a forced 100% requirement to get credits. All golds, all 173 events. So this is the next, like, at least week of my life. It's just gonna be playing this game. Yo, Grosspaz, thank you for the I can't read how many months? 36. Yeah, exactly, right? Not even remotely close. It's not even silver. I appreciate the sub a bunch. That is kind of like the Burnout, Takedown. It's everything a streamer doesn't want to hear, truly. I don't know how they did that. Criterion saw the future. I think this will be longer than Amped. I think this could legitimately... is Amped still the longest Xbox game? Hang on. Yeah, the longest game is still Amped. I think this is going to be longer. I think this is going to be longer than Amped. I think we have a new longest game in town, potentially. Because the thing is, you don't just need all golds for one event, Chris. I was checking out... I watched the end. I only just like checked the ending of Big Tall Not Small's VOD. But his game, once he gets all credits, or like once he gets all golds, it says like all golds achieved in World Tour, congratulations or something, and then it rolls credits automatically. I don't know if it had rolled credits on his stream at any point before that, but I assume that that's credits is gold everything, all 173. Man, I have to get out of that left side is the problem. And he did say, nasty forced 100% requirement as he beat it. So like, yeah, I think that's how it is. I don't know, we'll see if Burnout Revenge or whatever 4 is called. We'll see if that's better. Yeah. It's definitely the preamble. Once we play Forza, it's gonna be 80 hours of Forza. Well, that's how long it took Big Tall. We'll see. Maybe he was doing extra stuff to beat it. Maybe he just likes Forza a lot. Damn it, just missed it. Maybe Big Tall just has completionist tendencies, like frickin' the Beast, Fab. He played like 130 hours of Sheeran the Wanderer on N64, but he beat the game after like like, he beat the game like 100 hours before that. He just wanted to do some kind of optional post-game dungeon. And so he just spent an extra, like, 100 hours trying to beat this stupid dungeon that sucked. And I was like, oh, man, well, you know, you brought that on yourself, man. I don't know. I would have stopped. Credits rolled. The game was over. Not here trying to make myself play extra of games that are already too long. It would be cool to have a game that's longer than Amp, though. But so far nothing has been longer than Amped. One of the first things I played. And I feel like it's weird that one of the longest games on the Xbox is apparently a snowboarding game. That just sounds wrong. There we go. That's pretty tough. Yeah, I figure all the actual longest games are gonna be the Western RPGs. It's gonna be, you know, I don't know about Fable, but definitely Morrowind. Yo, producer, thanks for gifting a sub to Ludicrous. Thanks, producer. I appreciate it a ton. Ludicrous, enjoy the sub, I guess. Enjoy the emotes. Wait, why did I just... Hang on. I don't know about Fable. Fable might be like casual somehow. I feel like Fable is definitely on like the casual and accessible end of RPGs. It's like RPG made for like normal people. Not like Morrowind, which was like I would say that Elder Scrolls is RPGs for normal people, starting with like Oblivion. But Morrowind is still kind of... We're still kind of in weirdo territory with that one. Oh yeah, I turned that DJ off real fast. Once I found out what the DJ was, and he constantly interrupts the soundtrack every minute, I was like, no. I think I turned him off after the first race. How have I not killed any of these people? There, die. The assassin car. Yeah, this car is not killing anyone. Maybe that's my problem. 100%ed Fable Anniversary in 15. Yes, I did crash in a cutscene. The Assassin Compact. I think the game will generally not steer you into a wall or anything, but there was no saving me. Like, I saw it going into that crash, that there's absolutely nothing the game could do to stop me from just slamming into this car that was crossing in traffic. Man, this sucks. There's like no way to take out these cars at the start. There's a reason why gold is only 5. Getting any takedowns on this stage, it just seems like ass. Can I turn that off? I actually would love to turn that off. How did I, what? I mean, okay. How is that? How is, whatever. Well, there's my gold. Now we're just sitting for 5 minutes or 2 minutes. Now we're just sitting. I guess I can keep going because it contributes to unlocking cars, but I don't even really know if that has anything to do with... It is kind of funny the way if you shove someone against a wall for long enough, they'll just like flip out. Wait, what? Oh, it was the pillar driller. Okay, yeah, makes sense. The crash cam just pans to a car on the roof of a building suddenly. How'd it get there? I don't know. Did I do that? I should have gotten credit for that other car. I caused that. Give me credit. Yeah, these like, I don't know what the psych out crash is. It seems like if you crash into someone a bunch, they just die. I don't know. Playing the mental game, they panic from whatever and just spit out. Alright, settings, gameplay, takedown camera off. What do we think this is? Crash mode, impact time, manual, automatic. I'll leave that on manual, I guess. We're at this so far. Oof. Only one more silver to clean up though in Asia, and then we're good. Then we're at all golds. Oh right, no, this is if this is one of these, you want the assassin again. I didn't know what I was getting into. How did that not kill? Yeah, you turn the camera off, it's actually very weird. You don't really know if you've gotten credit for the kills. That asshole. How is this guy not dead? Goodbye. That's the best way to kill, is to just clip people through walls. That's fun. There's my gold. Dude, I've been trying to kill this blue car forever. Okay, I got him right at the end. I'm gonna be honest, my only people have made reference to Burnout Paradise for years. I tried to play Burnout Paradise a couple of years back, but the PC version was like broken. I couldn't get it to work. But my knowledge of Burnout Paradise comes entirely from the time there was that GDQ run of it. There's a GDQ run of it with that guy, and he set the soundtrack to be only Avril Lavigne Girlfriend and Paradise City, and they just played on loop for like an hour and a half. Alright, this is one of those turbo long races. 5 laps. How am I, like, where did first go? No, that was just a weird looking truck. I thought that was first. Well, based on how I feel about Need for Speed these days, maybe it's for the best that I skip Paradise. I'm 9 seconds behind first. Where is this guy? He's gonna stop and let me catch up at some point, right? Damn. I crashed one time. What's up, Americus? It's going okay. I am quite tired today. It's one of those days. I got some sleep from like I think from like 10:30 to midnight, and then from like 10:30 to 12:30, something like that. Maybe 11 to 12:30. And then I woke up and started streaming. So obviously things are a bit fucked. But I don't know, it was a pretty low effort game, so it just happens sometimes. It just happens sometimes, unfortunately. I don't know. I go through cycles. I'll be fine for a few months, and there will be a couple weeks where my entire life is just a complete disaster. The good news is I'm getting a whole lot of fire making XP. Yeah, I think I got 1,000,000 XP again yesterday. I am 18 seconds behind. Like, I should just restart. First place is clearly like, there's no catch in that dude. There's no catch in that dude. Yeah, I don't know. I was saying earlier, but I do find that I'm most productive when I'm really, like, when my sleep schedule is completely ruined and I wake up at midnight and I know that I'm about to be awake all night and into the morning. That's unironically like when I'm most productive of a person. It'll be like 4 a.m. and I'll just be like, well, time to work on Lakeside, I guess. And then I'll just put like 3 hours into Lakeside, completely undistracted. I don't know how I do that. I can't do that during the day. I have to do it at 4 a.m. on a ruined sleep schedule. It's the only thing that works for me. Or like cleaning my apartment, like 3 a.m. is literally just like, all right, it's fucking go time. And then I'll just spend like 2 hours like cleaning every surface. So, I don't know. Yeah, truly, things get weird. Things get weird around like 2:30 to 3 in the morning for me. If I'm not like exhausted at that time, then things are gonna get really weird. I don't know. I honestly think it's because at that point, like, I know, like, I'll get distracted by things all day into the evening and into, like, the midnight 1 a.m. hours. I'll be distracted by all different kinds of things as far as, like, people being awake and talking about stuff, or, like, I didn't realize this about myself, but I do have plans most evenings. I'm busy right now. I'm booked Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday of every week. Like, I just got shit going on. Like, I stream, then I have time, but, like, not that much time, and I eat dinner, and then I have, like, time, but not that much time. I have to do something, then it's, like, midnight, and I'm too tired, and things like that. So I think that just, like, it's, like, but at, like, 2:30 in the morning, if it's, like, 2:30 in the morning, then it's just, like, I got nothing to do. Everybody is asleep except for me. There is nothing that could possibly break up this block of time for the next, like, 12 hours. So, like, it's time to come up with something that takes a long time to do and then do it. Like, it just, that's when it works for me. That's when it all comes together. This is my embarrassing Zoomer admission for the day, but usually this involves putting on, like, a 4-hour-long YouTube video and just having that going, and then just watching the entire thing while, like, grinding in one place in RuneScape or something like that. I don't know, I kind of think that that's fucked up of me. I feel like I'm gonna discover one day that there's a diagnosis for what I'm describing. Yo, what's up, PMC? Do I think about heavy rain when I'm driving into oncoming traffic? No, but now I'm thinking about heavy rain. Alright, how far? If 21 seconds, I was literally pretty close to first, I think, for a lot of that. 21 seconds behind now. What is this bullshit? What is this bullshit? What is this like, how do you end up 21 seconds behind? How many times did I crash in this race? I think it was only once. I'm kind of not super paying attention to the gameplay, but I don't know how that happened. This seems like it's probably impossible, and I should come back with a better car or something. Either that or I need to get more ruthless. Get into first and then kill anything that passes me. Maybe I was in second that entire time. I never really looked at what place I was in. I just focused on not dying. Maybe I was in second the whole time. And first place was just never here. He was gone the entire time. No, it's over. It really seems like the second you crash, it's just like you're done. Now I'm in third. In first place will never be seen again. First place is doing like a Mario Kart lap skip off to the corner now that he knows we can't see him. Yeah, see, look at this. He just takes off like a rocket 2 seconds behind, 4 seconds behind, 5 seconds behind. Legit, if you lose first, you're never getting it back. You're never getting first back if you lose it. I think I'm gonna bail on this event for now. This seems ridiculous. This seems ridiculous and I don't want to do it. Goodbye. Yep. That does exist. I don't know why that exists. Yeah, I have no idea why that's like that, Dab. For some reason, the vast majority of the videos have 0 views on the Tapioca VODs channel, which is what I would expect. I just want them to be on the internet. I don't care if they get views. But for some reason, when I uploaded the Mickey's Magical Mirror playthrough, it hit the algorithm. Like 200 people watched it. It's like 200 views or something. And no other video has more than like 3. Very strange. It makes me feel bad for the fact that there's a crash at the end of that video. And that I don't, I'm just taking the lazy route. Like, I'm just uploading everything in parts. I'm not concatenating the playthroughs into one video. But it makes me feel bad that that's not a full game playthrough, and that also it ends with the game just crashing. And then I come back in part 2 and beat the game in like half an hour or something. It's a terrible video. Yeah, well, I mean, right, it was all on Twitch. Why am I here? I guess it still is all on Twitch for the next 8 days. But, you know, with the VOD, just like that VOD Armageddon situation, you gotta get it all onto YouTube. Which, honestly, it's better on YouTube. The player is better. It's more searchable. We're better off now that we've got stuff on YouTube. I gotta upload Barbie Horse Adventure, by the way. I've been trying to like super keep on top of Xbox thing, as far as like everything gets uploaded as soon as it's finished, so I don't build up a backlog. Because that's the reason why we had a problem with highlighting videos back on GameCube thing. I would build up a backlog of highlighting work to do, and I just wouldn't want to do it. So I just wouldn't do it. It would just get too much. So I'm trying to keep on top of that with Xbox thing. Making sure we never build up a backlog. Are we in there? Cool, 0.05. 0.05, dude. How was the game yesterday? Pretty, not so good. I gave it a 2. Barbie Horse Adventures. I gave it a 2. It's really just not... It's really just like a nothing type game. I didn't, I didn't like, I don't know, so I'm not even gonna get into this. People were giving me shit about what I consider the ending of Barbie Horse Adventures, but TLDR, there is no particularly satisfying ending. So I just picked whatever was most convenient, and we went with that. Honestly, I felt the controversy yesterday. About half of chat said, "You're done, stop playing, stop streaming this immediately." And the other half of chat was like, "I feel robbed. There should be more Barbie Horse Adventure. Keep playing, 100% it." Oh, there's the 4x. Okay, that's what we want. I mean, look, you get to the... It's not good. It's not good. You might have a hard time believing this, but Barbie Horse Adventures fucking sucks. And no, I'm not turning this into... I mean, right now we're 100%ing this game. But, we are super not turning this into a 100% challenge. I refuse. Am I just gonna randomly get Crash Breaker? Because that could save me. But it looks like there's no more cars that are gonna crash. Oh? Hold up. Can I get that 4x? Alright, we're in there. Last second. Never reset. I don't see how I get to the 4. Nah, we didn't even get the explosion. It's a bit tricky. You have to dodge the heart. The heart is just sitting right in the middle of all of that, the Heartbreaker. Nope. Nothing but the Heartbreaker. It's a 0.5x multiplier is all it is. Are we really just getting 11 here? Come on. Or what? Why did I say that? That doesn't make any sense. Are we really just one off getting the explosion? Alright, absolute worst crash ever. I think the ramp might be bait. I mean, the ramp does have a gold thing on it. Maybe the ramp isn't bait, but I feel like it's bait. What if I just don't? What if I refuse to play your games? Alright, that sucked. I probably need to get the gold medal, because with the 4x it's 40k. Bit too much to just ignore. I'm not getting it. I missed everything. Where is it? Can I get that? Thank you. Alright, we're probably in there. Did we get the gold medal? It doesn't even matter. We're just in there. Yes. It feels like with these crash events, you either, like, you don't get there, or you go way over. That seems to be how it always is. I really wish I had a little bit of camera control during this. Just a little bit of camera control. Yeah, I have no idea. It looks like I did a pretty good job. I don't know what the number we're supposed to get is, but we're going over 1 million with this thing, so this better be enough. 1.79 mil. I think that was enough. Pretty good. The first lap of the Burnout Crash Tour? What does that mean? I guess that means back to USA for more crash events. Am I stuck on this race in Europe? Like, do I have to... Is this the only race that I have? Is that impossible race in Europe that I can't do? Okay, no, we've got this as well. I'm gonna have to do it eventually. I don't know, maybe I'll just do crash events until we, like, gold medal every single crash event, and then see if it rolls credits. It won't. I'm pretty sure it won't. Because I don't think it rolls any credits until 100%. Damn it. Oh, well. I should probably just restart. Yeah, I don't know. Like the racing in this, to be honest with you, the racing is not fun. I don't think the racing is fun in this game. Crashes are just way too punishing for like how easy they are, how easy it is to crash. What even was that? Like, what even was that? But it's basically over for me now. It's basically over. I'm gonna be like 30 seconds behind after that. I couldn't even fucking see. Like, dude. Burnout 1 and 2 are decent enough. I liked them. But this game having 173 events that you need to get first in all of them with the fucking... with how punishing the crashes are, this game sort of seems not fun. Really nothing I can do about that. And now I'm in last, like, or 5th out of 6, but you know, that's all it takes. Oh, there we go. I was first there, just crashed into a wall. What was that? Well, bye. Yo, what's up, Kiev? I mean, I'm not looking for a fun time. I like when games are fun. Like, yeah, I guess you're right. I guess I do just hate fun, because this is objectively fun, and if I were looking to have fun, then I would like the game. You're right. No, that's stupid. Start the Underground 2 argument again. I mean, this is very Need for Speed Underground 2 coded to me. I don't know. I feel like I'm back in Underground 2. Just trapped in a never-ending hell of driving the car. This is probably worse, though, because Underground 2 is really easy. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. We're going to go over here. really good at driving this little stretch of ground. We do so many races on this. There we go. Kinda dick it. Kinda. Yeah, they want me to do that horrible race. The elimination races are like the worst thing anyone has ever invented. Why would they want me to do a 5-lap race of this shit? That's terrible. Gonna be like a full minute before I get any credit for killing anyone. Oh, I got one there somehow. Okay. What just happened? How? Why? Wow, they're just segregated from me now because I wanted to get some boost. All the way over there. Alright, well this attempt is just worse. This attempt is just worse so far. It just feels like if I'm trying to get them on a wall, they just hit the brakes and then they just escape from it. The slamming them into a wall strat's not working too good anymore. Can't believe I have to play like 30 hours of this. No, that's just this game. This game has a forced 100% for credits. So... there's another Burnout game after this as well. But that's not factored into the 30-hour estimate. Yeah, that's kind of just what EA was doing at the time. It was like a design mandate from EA headquarters, I feel like. Because, like, this was made by Criterion, right? But for some reason, it has all the same design principles of, like, SSX on Tour, which would have been made by some internal EA studio. Like, it's doing the same thing that that game was doing the same thing that Need for Speed Most Wanted was doing. Like, it just seems like everything that EA touched had to be, like, a fucking nightmare. Every game has to be a living nightmare to beat. That was what EA was up to at the time, and they're still kind of up to that to this day. I don't know, I just think that some executive at EA one day, like, asked his kid, like, hey, what do you like in games? And some 8-year-old kid was just like, I like when the game has lots of stuff in it. And then he went to work that day and was like, alright, new directive. The game gotta have lots of stuff in it. From now on, all games will be fucking nightmares. And then that was it. Wait, how did I just get a 2-in-a-row takedown? Nobody was even near me. Whatever, we'll take it. Yeah, all the big companies were focus grouping that one kid. I don't know. I mean, because like early 6th gen EA isn't really like that. Like, you know, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, not really like that. SSX 2, not really like that. SSX Tricky, that is. They published Tai. I really don't know why EA was publishing Tai. That really does not fit with their other games. Yeah, I feel like they just decided that, like, okay, people will make our games will feel more valuable and thus will fetch higher prices, and we can sell more games if the game has more in it. Which I don't know. On some level, if you're really stupid, I could see you thinking that, which is probably why some guy in a suit came up with it. Where it's just like, yes, if the game has more in it, the game is more, you know, will make more money because the game will be seen as better because it has more in it. I kind of see that where that logic could come from, but hell no. All they did was make all of their games suck to play and feel like never-ending treadmills. Exhausting, never-ending treadmill games. An entire company that only makes exhausting, never-ending treadmill games. So needless to say, I'm not a fan of this strategy. And not just because of, you know, not just because I have to beat the game. I have always hated this type of game, where it's just like, too much shit. Feels like you're making no progress because the game is never over. That has bothered me my entire life. So I don't know. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, look. Not necessarily MMOs, but definitely, definitely like live service trash. I feel like the modern live service trend is very much like, let's make shitty nightmares. Let's make shitty nightmare games. MMOs are a little different. I don't feel that bad about like old school RuneScape. The ending is nowhere near in sight, but you know, there are many goals along the way, so you're always progressing. Like, it's not that my complaint is not that there's no ending or that the ending takes too long to get. My complaint is that there is no feeling of progression as you work towards the ending. Like, if every 10 races this game had like a minute-long stupid cutscene, I would not be complaining right now. Straight up. Maybe that's a heretical thing to say. As a gamer, I'm only supposed to care about gameplay, and story and cutscenes are evil, or whatever. But like, straight up, just anything to trick the player into feeling like they're doing something, or accomplishing something, instead of just doing these fucking races, and after 173 of them, you get a message that says, "Congrats, man, you done it," and that's it. You get nothing the entire way there. There's no trail of breadcrumbs to lead you through the game, or to make it fun to play through the game. It's just like, alright, I've been racing for 4 hours now. Is anything gonna happen? No, nothing is gonna happen. 20 more hours, friend. Keep going. Thanks, Andrew Wilson, CEO of Electronic Arts. I don't know. I feel like what I'm saying is completely reasonable. It's a bit of a rant, but I feel like what I'm saying is completely reasonable. Goodbye. Cool. Some years ago, PMC posted a Steam discussion where someone argued that bigger file size equals higher value. Yeah. You know, therefore, Call of Duty, highest value game. Man, those file sizes are ridiculous. I feel like that's the game that I hear about. That's the game where I hear about the file sizes every year. Where it's like, alright, this year it's 432 gigabytes. You know, you're gonna have to call your ISP and get special permission to download this one. Yeah, there's no way, because I remember there's people do not still argue dollars equals hours, at least not very much. Because, like, people, this is like 2 years ago maybe, there was some discourse on Twitter. There's some discourse on there, because I think it was like, I forget who it was. It was some dev of some game, where it's like, they were like, we're proudly announcing that our game is gonna take 87 hours to beat, and everyone responded with like, fuck this, I'm not buying it then. And then they had to clarify, like, no, we're just inflating the number, it actually takes 20, don't worry about it. It's 20. It was like, it was one of those games, yeah, it was like Deadlight, or like, I don't know, there were a number of games. Yeah, Dying Light, right? I mistake those games. There are like 3 or 4 different series that I all mistake for each other because their names all sound the same to me. There's one that's like on PS4 that has like the same sounding name as that. It got a remake and everyone made fun of it like a year ago. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Dying Light, yeah, Dead by Day, no, not Dead by Daylight. That's completely different. Dead Island, no, not that. Until Dawn, there you go. I mistake Dying Light and Until Dawn a lot, because they're the same thing to me, even though I know that they're not the same thing at all. But yeah, it was Dying Light 2, where they were proud of how many fucking hours it's gonna take to beat their game, and everyone told them that they didn't want to play it because it was gonna be too long. But like, I don't know. I'm sure there are still people out there with the dollars per hour mindset, but at that moment I felt the discourse moving on. I felt the popular sentiment shift against it. Yeah, Until Dawn has like one of the world's least necessary remasters. If you look at it, it just like straight up looks exactly the same. It's on PS5, I think. Pounds, not dollars. Well, pounds per hours. Now that I can get behind. Not dollars per hours, though. Oh yeah, wait. No, never mind. Close one there. Shit, it's over. Wait, it's not over. Why am I still winning? He also crashed. We're fine. No. Did Doug Bowser say that? Well, that's a stupid thing for him to be saying then. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me, you asshole. Did you see that shit? The rubber band in front of me. I am literally boosting right now, dude. No. No. Dying Light 2 is the definition of a generic open world game. Boring open world, pointless skill tree. Yeah, that sounds dreadful. I don't really play a lot of modern games, but that kind of thing is just like, that's everything that bothers me. Pointless open world, skill tree, you know, oh, make the, you know, your pistols will now be 2% more accurate. Your pistol can now carry 2 more bullets per clip. It's just like, that sort of thing, I don't know. It just screams like video game designed by guy who's never played a video game. And it's just like, we threw every game into a blender. And here's what we came up with. This is nobody's artistic statement. This is the most product-ass video game. That's what that screams to me. I'm gonna restart. Is Doug Bowser a former EA guy? Are we gonna see Doug Bowser in the special thanks of this game at the end? I don't know where he came from. I think Reggie came from like Pizza Hut or something crazy, so I don't know. They get their Nintendo of America presidents from wherever. They fish them up out of the lake. You ever see footage of like it's filmed in like Amsterdam or something, and they've got a crane and they're just like craning like bikes out of the canal, and they've just got this pile of like filthy bikes that have been sitting at the bottom of the canals for like years or something, and they're just like craning bikes up out of the Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Has anyone ever seen this before? They do that with, I assume there's electric scooters down there too. Yeah, I assume they have to do it like every year or something. More about creating cool mechanics and tech, shoehorning bad ideas into the Unreal Engine. I don't know. Team size expands, budget expands, game gets safer. Simple as. You don't know how to ride a bike? At this point, I don't know if I know how to ride a bike. It's been so many years. I mean, it's literally expression. It's like riding a bike to mean you never forget, but I feel like there would be an awkward first 5 minutes back waiting for me at this point. It's been like 10 years. BMC Trilogy can ride the bike. He's an expert at that. I looked away, dude. I looked away. I shouldn't have done that. Man, that was right at the end, too. I'm stupid. I just had to not do that. +1 car destroyed in the war on cars. This sucks. I'm restarting. I'm pretty sure this is my favorite song in the game just because it sounds different from the others. That's all it is. Is the VOD muted for this? I would assume this VOD is very muted, but I haven't looked at it or anything. I local record now, so I local record, so I don't give a shit about if the VOD is getting muted on Twitch. I don't look at the Twitch VODs anymore. It usually announces the song name in the bottom left corner, so it probably said what the song was when it got muted. No, they don't. It's, you know, my VODs will get picked up by YouTube's copyright or whatever, but, don't care. YouTube doesn't mute VODs. They'll just be like they'll just claim the VOD on behalf of usually the whatever, like, whoever owns it. They'll claim the VOD, and then they'll make all $0.00 off my video. I don't care about that. Every once in a while I'll upload something to YouTube and it'll be blocked in Russia and Belarus. It seems like there are a couple big music labels that just like block all of their music from being played in Russia and Belarus. But, I don't know, man. I don't care. If you're from Russia or Belarus, sorry, dude. Get a VPN, I guess. Yeah, stay tuned to support on Twitch. I actually do get a couple pennies, I think, from the ads. I have no idea. I don't really look at like analytics at all for my stream, so I have no idea what kind of money I'd be making from the ads. But I think I do actually make a very small amount from the pre-rolls. Let's see, what do we got? Is there analytics overview, revenue for the last 30 days? How do I see? How do I get like a breakdown of this? Okay, we can turn off everything except ads in this like chart thing. Alright, yeah, like today, actually this is way more than I thought. Off the pre-rolls just from yesterday's stream, I made 33 cents. Let's go, we're making big money. Let's see, oh, I can set this to month and see how much I've made off the ads all month. So far this month, I've made $2.33 from ads. Last month I made $4.57. Huge. Insanely huge. I think there's a chance it's against Twitch TOS to say how much money you make from ads. I think that used to be a thing at some point, maybe for partners. If Dan Clancy asks, none of you heard that. Man, we're stuck on it now. I have to do this stupid eliminator race. Seen some larger creators disclose amounts, yeah. Well, there was a time. Things are always changing on Twitch's end for what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to be able to do. There was a time when like you weren't even allowed to discuss the contract if you were a partner. Like, streamers would have 70-30, and it was known, but like technically they weren't allowed to say that. I don't know, Twitch's rules and contract stuff is just like, who knows? Who knows at this point? Maybe I've been on this website too long, but who knows at this point? They didn't ban me for streaming Leisure Suit Larry. I think we got away with it, so that's good. I added the censorship button, but it was like, it was only ever reactive rather than proactive, so it didn't actually stop anything from appearing on stream. And also, we only added that after the worst of it anyway, so like, I don't know. Kind of just got away with it on that one. Again, don't tell Dan Clancy, though honestly, from what I've heard from Twitch CEO Dan Clancy, I don't think he would mind. I think he would happily tune in to watch Leisure Suit Larry. Dan, this was like a year ago at some point. There was like some feature that Twitch was showing, and as part of it they showed his following page, and it was just like entirely like boob streamers. It was just, he was only following cosplay, body painting, just like all of that type stuff and nothing else. It was the funniest thing. I don't know if they did, like, I have to wonder if they constructed that following page on purpose as a joke, or if like that's actually just his following page. But ever since then, that's been the joke. Yeah, that clip. There's like a clip of it. Alright, hold up, my ear itches. Alright, we're good. Gaming out of my mind just to be 1 second ahead. Is it worth it? Final lap. Yeah, apparently the computer is allowed to be 21 seconds ahead, but God forbid I get more than 1 second ahead, you know? Oh, I'm about 2 seconds ahead, let's go. Never mind. No. Oh, no! No! No, fucking truck. Ah, dude, right at the end. How long was this, too? Or I'm gonna see how long this was. Show me the fucking timer. God damn it. That last turn was such a disaster. That last turn was such a disaster. Retry. It's, I think it's 5 laps, 55 seconds each, about. So it's really only like 4.5 minutes they're asking for me to be perfect for, which I guess isn't that bad, but it's definitely pretty bad given that like one bad turn with unlucky traffic and you're just cooked. And I mean, I feel like I got really lucky to be in first anyway there. It's really hard to catch this guy. And yeah, there are 3 songs in this game. Well, there's 4 songs in this game. There's the one with the girl, the one with the synth, the one by the Ramones, and the other song, which comprises of the rest of the soundtrack. Of those, I would have to rank them: the song with the girl greater than the song by the Ramones, greater than the song with the synth, greater than the rest of it. I was not looking. Now I'm in fourth. I probably should have been looking. Apparently only about a second behind. I don't believe you. I think I'm about a second behind third, and that's it. I think first is completely gone. How did that kill me? Come on. No. Cool. Apparently I got some takedowns there. Apparently I got some takedowns there. Now I just, okay. Now I just don't touch anything for the next like 5 minutes. I can't get actively killed by this guy either. I have to be careful of that, because he'll try it. Oh no. No, no, no. Okay, yeah. Gotta like really get off that wall when it happens, because I don't want to get trucked again. Alright. Got a guy who thinks he's epic here. I feel like it's really hard to see. That's just like a resolution thing. Alright, guy who thinks he's epic is now dead. He'll be back in 15 seconds. But we got a break from having to deal with him. Yeah, after killing him, only a second ahead. Meanwhile, when I get killed, you just go straight back into last. Like, who is this? This is just a different guy. Man, there's no chill this time. It's not like that last time when we almost won, where I just didn't even see anybody after the first lap for some reason. This time there's no chill. No, you gotta be kidding me. What was that guy doing? He was like changing lanes. It's over. That guy was like changing lanes. It's always on the last lap, dude. Ice physics plus guy changing lanes. Yeah, like that was an ice physics thing right there. Car just like basically strafed to the right into that pole. This is just the worst shit ever, dude. It's so bad. It's so bad. I mean, this is far, I say that. Exaggerations aside, this is far from the worst thing I've ever had to do in a racing game. Pro Race Driver exists. City Racer exists. So. But this is really bad. I turned him off after the first race. I turned DJ Striker off real fast. That guy, it's not that I have a particular love for the soundtrack of this game, but that guy would not stop interrupting. And like, it's not even like I don't understand why they didn't just mix him like a radio DJ, where it's song, DJ Striker says something for 20 seconds, next song. Instead, it's like every 30 seconds of the song stops abruptly, DJ Striker says something, and then the song starts over after or something. Like, it was horrible. I think they probably did it that way because they figured a lot of events are too short to play 2 songs in. And so they had to make him interrupt more frequently than that. But like, I don't know, that's your cue to not do it. If you catch yourself doing something incredibly stupid to make your mechanic that you want work, then like it's time to admit that it was a bad idea. Just swerve to the right and let that guy smash himself into the oncoming traffic. Yeah, I did check, didn't see any custom soundtrack feature, unfortunately. This game's like 2004 or something, so maybe by this point, maybe they just didn't want to support custom Xbox features like that, I don't know. But I didn't see an option to turn on custom soundtracks, unfortunately. Is that an EA thing, no custom soundtrack support? It seems weird because EA tracks. Like, it's interesting that they have... It's like they have a brand name for their licensed soundtracks, right? Like a number of EA games have this system called EA Tracks. And that just seems like that's so, like, you could so, like, seamlessly integrate custom soundtracks into that. Because you're already, like, turning on and off individual songs and you've got the song listing there. Like, they already made the menu. So I don't know why they don't support custom soundtracks. But I was really expecting them to. I thought we were going to be listening to the Cranberries' No Time to Argue while driving the cars for this playthrough. Still my only custom soundtrack. I really gotta get more sometime. Probably Gris. I haven't actually codified that yet, like it's not in the code. Like T2ID, it was in the code, that's the last game, it can't come up. I'll have to lock it in at some point, but it's not firmly locked in. I don't really see what would be better though, you know? I feel like that is the perfect finale. The only problem is it's a PS2 game, you know? Like, it's not an Xbox exclusive. The only other game that it could possibly be, though, to me, is Halo 2. But Halo 2 ends with Master Chief saying, "Sir, finishing the fight," and that's, like, such a lame-ass way to finish your console challenge that, like, I don't think I can do that. I don't think I want Halo 2 to be last, because the ending of the game is bad. Whereas SA finishes with, like, such a cathartic ending. Also, I really don't love Halo 2, to be honest with you. I'm not, like... I've played plenty of Halo 2. I love the multiplayer, but I'm not one of those people who, like, swears by the Halo 2 campaign. I am a heretic who prefers Halo 3's campaign for some reason. I just think it's paced better. I say that even though there are multiple levels where you just do the whole level twice. I still say it's paced better despite that. Alright, got it. All I have to do is distract myself by by thinking about Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Nearly all the writing in SA is cringe and nah. The writing is, I mean, it's not realistic writing. It's not realistic writing, but to me, every line is iconic in like the entire 3D trilogy for GTA. 3 Vice City and SA is like, you type any line into chat and you just will hear it in that character's voice immediately. But I don't know, just thinking about, not necessarily the writing from the ending of SA, but the, you know, the fire truck chase at the end is so, it's kind of cinema. It's kind of just cinema. Especially depending on what song is playing on the radio, that can really elevate it if you get good radio RNG at the end. I will give you, though, I will give you that gross Spaz, that character is probably the cringiest dude in the game. Macca, or whatever, whoever he is. That, like, Scottish guy, or whatever his deal is. I could do without every line of dialogue from him being about masturbation. Man, I just got hard bullied by the red car. He's gone. He's gone. Exactly. Like, yeah, I can absolutely hear the Rusty Brown's Ring Donuts commercial. I don't know, man. Good set of games, those old GTAs. So I think SA will probably be the last game. We ended on a 5. We ended on a good ending. Ended on an iconic game. There you go. What more could you want? Watch it be a 4? Nah, it's a 5. Assuming the game doesn't break on me like the PC version always would. I had all kinds of problems trying to play that game on PC. Dude, I swear, Leah, this entire soundtrack just sounds completely like. How do you even hear one of these songs and be like, yeah, this is a different song from the one that just ended? Like, I swear, if one song didn't end and then there were a few seconds of silence and then the next song starts, like, if that gap wasn't there, you would not even know that the song ended. If they just did like a you know, like a fade into the start of the next song, you would never know. You would never know. How did that kill me? It's not even pop punk. It's like, I don't know. Can I coin the genre term sellout rock? That's just what it sounds like to me. It sounds like nothing. Can't believe I'm on this track again, dude. There's no escape. There's no escape from this track. Okay, 50 tracks of trap, 5 things that aren't trap was a little ridiculous, yeah. I don't know, they gotta hire me. Director of EA Tracks. All my friends on the internet tell me I'm really cool, so I bet that I think I could do it. That was like the best drift ever. I'm just saying. That was clean. Dude, we're probably restarting this race. They're not even letting me take third. If I get second, I'll keep it. If we're taking second, then I guess I'll keep it, and I'll just have to get first on the next one. But I'm probably not getting second. No, I am. That guy got a little too aggro and he died or something. Nope, it's third. Yeah, especially after that restart. It's good that we can just restart the race, though. We don't have to restart the whole GP. That would be pure evil of them. Was the tipping point for 2K. Yeah, I was listening to some song a while ago, like a number of years ago. And at the time I hadn't bothered to download the album yet. And I also didn't have Spotify or anything, so full disclosure, I was listening to it on YouTube, but I peeked at the comments because I'm always just curious about comments, And all the comments were about how it was in one of the FIFA games. I was like, yo, what the fuck? They put this in a FIFA game? This is like one of the mid-2010s ones. Guys, I think he can't do it by himself. Like, I think a new song just started. This straight up sounds identical. The guy sounds the same. The guitar sounds the same. The tempo is exactly the same. This is straight up actually the same song. There's no way. I think a new song started. Yeah, I think I saw the thing pop up. No, that guy sounded exactly the same as the first guy. Okay, and this is one of the songs that's notably different. I think I can come in last in this and nobody would be able to catch me. I can just do whatever. I don't know how many races are in the GP. The other ones have all been 3 races. But I'm up, or wait, no, I'm only up 5 points. If I did literally nothing, I think I would lose. If the right person won. I can't finish in dead last. Otherwise, we're in there. I just have to get 1 point. I feel like I earned that. I feel like I should get credit for that kill. I totally played some part in that, kind of. Oh, windmill. It's pretty decent. It's not good during the crash missions. On the levels where you have to like get a certain score from crashing the car, when the car is crashing, it I think goes a little bit below 30. You can feel it. You probably can't see it, but you can feel it on the menus. The menus start lagging when you have to like restart because you can tell you're not gonna get there. But like right now, I think we're getting a pretty decent, at least over 30. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. If I look at the same frame rate for too long, I stop to notice if it's bad. Well, for 30, I'll stop noticing 30 after a little while. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is 60. Cool. Super clean, easy gold. I really wasn't even trying. I do better when I'm not paying attention. Just as long as I'm still looking, then we're in there. I need to pay enough attention that I'm still looking at the screen. But not more than that. "30-second montage of us unlocking 8 different things." Oh, sorry, more things. We're not done yet. I think 30 seconds was an understatement. Alright. Back out to the menu. Where are we at? Looks like we're at 43 out of 173, maybe? Yeah, a quarter of the way there after 5 hours. There we are. There's that one silver in Asia I still have to go clean up. I'll just do that right now. Fuck it. I think that's just like a lap I have to do. If it's something complicated, then I'm not doing it. But I think it's nothing major. Yeah, special event. Yeah, this is gonna take the entire week. It is. I recognize this song too, because it's the one that plays in the intro, and I think this song's kind of funny. Like, it's just a chorus. I don't think they wrote verses for "We Are the Lazy Generation" by the F-Ups. They were too lazy, you could say. Man, not even close, huh? Not even remotely close. Okay. This might be hard. I kind of held down boost as soon as I had full boost. Oh. Okay, here we go. This is what I was getting wrong. We're in Asia. We're in the part of Asia where they drive on the other side of the road. So I had the wrong side of the road wrong. So I was not building boost early on when I should have been. That's the problem. We were just talking about this at the start of the stream. Apparently much of the world actually does agree with the US on that, the driving on the right side of the road thing. Wait, but is it just changed back? Hang on. With the crazy sick drifts I'm doing, this has got to be it, right? You have to admit there's some gaming on display here. Damn it. 0.08. 0.08, a little sloppy at the end, probably did me in. It's like the first half of this, you have to dodge a lot of cars, but then after that, there's just nobody on the road, and you just go. All right, now we got it. There we go. All right, now we're caught up with all golds. Now we just have to not get anything that's not a gold, and then we're in there. Cool. Yep, all golds, that's cool. Got it all cleaned up. That's 25% still. Yep, so we're a quarter of the way done with the game, I guess. I'm gonna stop here for today. Quarter of the way done at 5 hours. Game does not get easier, but also crash events are shorter potentially. I don't know, but the grind will continue. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there eventually.